We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Braves and the Houston Astros. It's Interleague Baseball next on MLB Network. Justin Verlander will be on the mound for the Astros. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
So coming to the plate, Ender Inciarte. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Ender Inciarte.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. And we are underway from Houston as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike. Game time temperature tonight a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1 is taken for ball two. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Full count to Ender Inciarte, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Popped up. Altuve calls for it. 1 away. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Inciarte plays with. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he could do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. His line against Justin Verlander. He's a .333 hitter. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Starts him out with a slider too low for ball one. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross. Very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Nope.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-1. Popped him up. Gurriel has room in foul territory, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Verlander on point to start this one. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Julio Teheran, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty, Julio Teheran, 4-pitch mix guy. Good fastball, 89 to 94 miles an hour. Changeup, probably his best off-speed pitch. Has the curveball, has the slider. One of the keys you'll notice he's going to be on early, inducing a lot of ground balls. He's a ground ball type pitcher. If he's getting ground balls, expect a strong outing.
Standing in, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. In there, strike one.
0-1.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard to third. And that'll get by him to left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first. After their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board, boys are flying around.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. No balls and 1 strike.
He's good.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Runners off for second, and it's fouled away. Here's the 0-2. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. Teheran has his target. Here comes the first pitch. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Swanson has a play. And that retires the side. Nothing doing there for Houston. Still no score. Ronald Acuna will get us started in the top of the second.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
First offering on its way. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Oh, he just threw that fastball by him.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Struck him out.
Time for a look at the Astros on D. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in big league baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman, he can do it all. 5 tools, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. His line against Justin Verlander. He's got 12 hits in 50 at-bats. And on 10 occasions, he's been a strikeout victim. First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Markakis is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Markakis ahead with a 3-1 count here.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line and left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Ready with the 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
And the next in is Johan Camargo, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Markakis, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And Reddick will put this one away to retire the side. 1 left for Atlanta. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Here's Michael Brantley, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
First offering on its way. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
He really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Bases are empty here, nobody out. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Line drive, base hit. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Stepping up to the plate, Tyler White, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be two. Now over to Freddie, and it's a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Teron gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. Line drive, base hit to right.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
Stepping in now, Robinson Chirinos, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. it the other way out toward right field. Markakis has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Matt Vasgersian back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as the left-handed hitting catcher Brian McCann settles in to start out the inning at the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Ball one. His line against Justin Verlander. He's gone just 2 for 13. He's taken him deep once. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses. The 2-0. Fouled off. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Brinkley's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
The shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
So one gone for the Braves here in the third, and that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. First pitch on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ender.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Ender Inciarte. First delivery to him on the way. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1. Swanson stands at first with 1 out. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pitch popped up. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Now batting.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second. Looks like a big inning could be brewing.
From the stretch. Into right field. That's a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
The first base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's trying to at least tie this one up here, if not bring home a couple and take over the lead here in the early going. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Bases are loaded with only one out. He's set and the 2-1 pitch to 2-2 now.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
2-2, here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they are on the board with the sac fly as this is now a 2-1 game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Stepping into the box, Ronald Acuna, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
2 down, runners at first and second. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Here's the 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
2-1. Here it is. Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The runner scores from second. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down.
For Atlanta, the right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Standing in now, Nick Markakis, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 2-2. Ready now, George Springer. He singled his last time up.
Astros, the center fielder, George Springer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball one. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. And the Astros will move out in front here 3-2.
Just a little more than 2 innings of work. He's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
In now, Alex Bregman. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Into the box now, Jose Altuve. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Stepping in now, Carlos Correa. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. That's 2-0 now.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here it is, the 3-0. And that's outside. He lost in ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. High in the air down the right field line. Markakis has it in his sights. In the corner, he pulls it down, and that'll be the end of the inning. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. We're through 3 here in the Space City, and Houston's taken a 3-2 lead. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Ozzie Albies, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Slow roller left side. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Johan Camargo.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the utility man, Johan Camargo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. That's popped up. Bregman in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Liner toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Wow, throw a tent over it and bring out the crowd. Look like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Two and 1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The 2-1 home. Misses up and in.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
The batter, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Coming to the plate now, Dansby Swanson. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Camargo on second. McCann at first, one gone. 2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. Fouled away. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Reddick is over, and that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
So striding forward now, Ender Inciarte. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Advantage count, 2-0 to the Braves center fielder. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. They trail 3-2. Into the box, Yuli Gurriel. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. First pitch on its way. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And the ball is dropped. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Striding in for Houston, Tyler White. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Another 0-2 coming. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box, Josh Reddick. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Now to the plate, Josh Donaldson. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Donaldson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out. 1 away.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Freddie Freeman. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey, guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get-me-over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Now batting, right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Markakis. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Here it comes, 2-0. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Now the 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Altuve. Onto the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Braves strand one. They're down 3-2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Robinson Chirinos. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that is just shy of the box seats, off the top of the wall.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Back to the top of the order now, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Here comes the first pitch. He's running, and it's fouled away. From the belt, the pitch. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Chirinos gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fouled off. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get two. There's one. Back to the pitcher, but it's thrown away. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his glove on it.
That's a really difficult throw for a first baseman. You have to come get the ball, make a strong, accurate throw. So you need two good throws, not an easy double play to complete.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Oh, and he extends nicely, and this ball driven to right field and deep. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a two-run homer for Alex Bregman. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
This one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
Stepping in now, Jose Altuve. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he misses again, 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
3-0 now. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 3-0. There's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next up for the Astros, Carlos Correa. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Count 1-0.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Correa, who's sometimes called Show-Rea, he was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
2-2.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Standing in now, Michael Brantley, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 1-0. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Tehran sets, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Astros played 2 on the 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 5-2 Houston. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Verlander is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Johan Camargo.
Ready for another chance? Johan Camargo. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a called strike. 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing hard liner to left center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
In now, Brian McCann, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
And that misses, so they fall behind McCann here. 3-1.
3-1 count, tying run on the on-deck circle. You have to be very careful right here to make a quality pitch on 3-1.
And here's a slider that misses below the knees. It's ball 4.
Up next for Atlanta, the shortstop, Dansby.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Here's the first pitch to him. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Well, has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout, and he's going to motion for the bullpen. That'll end the evening for Justin Verlander. So as he leaves, he stands to perhaps be the winning pitcher here, unless, of course, all 3 runners come around to score, in which case he'd get a no decision. Raymond Goodwin is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Ender Inciarte will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. From the stretch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0. is a slider that misses below the zone.
If you're hitting in this situation, you have to look one spot, and that is all. This guy is really scuffling out on the mound. The bases are loaded. 2-0 count. He's all over the place. One spot. If it's not there, you have to take.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Camargo on third. McCann over at second. Swanson is over at first with 1 away. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Josh Donaldson is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone. At the plate, Josh Donaldson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Popped him up. Gurriel is over, and he tucks it away for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So digging in now, Freddie Freeman. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Looking to minimize the damage here. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. Comes set. The 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
The set and the 1-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 outs, this might get them all home. Now the relay home. And he's in there safely as they jump out ahead with 3 runs scoring on the play.
Hey, talking about having a quality game, D-Row, with that base hit right there, that go-ahead RBI, that's his 4th run batted into the game.
I'm going to tell you what he's thinking right now, Dan. Bullpen, don't blow this for me, because I'm getting my name in the paper and I'm getting interviewed big time after this one.
Into the box now, Ronald Acuna.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Into the box, Nick Markakis. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The set and the 1-1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Altuve is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Braves 6 and the Astros 5. Daniel Winkler enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 58, Daniel Winkler.
Checking in now, Yuli Gurriel, and she'll be the one leading things off for Houston in the 6th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A ball and a strike. Winkler is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls.
1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Tyler White will bat next. And he fouls this one off. No hits to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Gurriel ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate. We're all square at 6-6.
Now for the Astros, the right fielder.
Stepping in, Josh Reddick. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. In there, 0-1. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. White on at first, nobody out. That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Runner goes for second. All even now, 2-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Robinson Chirinos is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Stepping in now, Robinson Chirinos, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Runner at first here, one man out. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Here's George Springer. Now a swing and a fly ball, but this will land untouched. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And that one is gone. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. His second home run of the game, and it's now an 8-6 ball game. Long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. And it's fouled away. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
In now, Jose Altuve, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0, you can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
Here it comes, the 3-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
The 3-1. And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's the Astros 8 and the Braves 6. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Chris Davinsky is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 47, Chris.
Ozzie Albies will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Albies with a 1-1 count now. The 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Designated hitter, Johan Camargo.
Striding in, Johan Camargo. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, catcher, Brian McCann.
In now, Brian McCann. First pitch on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Here's the 0-2. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Fouled off.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The next 0-2. Line toward right center. Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. Can't cut into that 8-6 deficit. And we're back for the bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Jesse Biddle gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 63, Jesse Biddle.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Correa. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
The left fielder, 23, Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. One out, nobody on. Outside, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Liner toward right center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Well, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Standing in now, Yuli Gurriel, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. That's wide. 2-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Brantley leads off first with one away. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
The designated hitter, Tyler.
Standing in, Tyler White. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Ready with the 0-1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Protecting with 2 strikes, 1 out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The 2-2. On the ground is short. Could this be 2? Over to Albies. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on a hit here. No errors. 1 man left on. 8th inning coming up. Astros lead this one 8-6. Hector Rondon has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 30, Hector.
Stepping up now, Dansby Swanson. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up.
Dansby Swanson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is a good fastball, swung on and missed. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Reddick coming on, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The center fielder.
Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Here's Ender Inciarte. His past numbers against Hector Rondon. He's 1 for 5. Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Brantley. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. So stepping in, Josh Donaldson. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box. I guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still thinking about it as he walks to the plate right here.
1-0 the count. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Can't cut into that 8-6 deficit.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on. It'll be the hard-throwing left-hander Johnny Venters.
Johnny Venters.
Now at the plate, Josh Reddick. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
2-1 the count. Now the 2-1 is laid off up for ball number 3.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
The 3-1 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Now batting, the pitcher.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring up the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box now, George Springer, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
He's good.
Runners on the move for second. Pulled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Reddick, base runner at first with 1 out. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman number 2, Alex.
Striding into the box, Alex Bregman. He went deep back in the 5th. First offering on its way. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he can't pick it up cleanly. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Houston. The lead stands pat at 8-6. Roberto Ozuna comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
For the Astros, number 54.
Striding in to start the ninth, Freddie Freeman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set and the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Ozuna, once a Toronto Blue Jay, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
The 1-2. Soft liner to the right side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now back, left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ronald Acuna. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Now a changeup is bounced to second. On to first, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Now in the box, Nick Markakis. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He's set. Here it comes. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Now a crowd of 31,000 plus come to their feet. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Bregman is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
8-6, the final score tonight. Houston get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Raymond Goodwin takes home the win. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 8 runs on 13 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening.